Okay, that's a good intro sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyway.
what's the word? I don't remember what Toxin looks like. So I'm just going to draw a bald dude. No,
You drew draw my face. You just drew a big guy.
what's that?
You just drew a big guy.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw another big guy whose actual face is always off the camera. Except,
Ah,
and on the map, that's just an approximation.
Oh,
So yes.
we need to have another talk about scaling.
So here
it
we.
reminds it reminds me of Miss Bell from Powerpuff Girls, who was her face is 90% of the times not shown.
Oh no, you're right. I get it. It also reminds me of the parents from Cow and Chicken. Okay, so let's see, where were we? Funny dwarf gymnastics, and sussy bakas, and the dwarf, yeah, like that, and the dwarf runs back and gives Toxlin a soft glass of Drake pear juice.
I drink it half-heartedly. Just like,
Mm, I mean, it's kind of tasty and weird.
kind of tastes like mud.
Yeah, that's that's a mood. Actually, I feel like some alcoholics would describe soft drinks like that at first.
Yeah.
Remember, this is actually psychological horror now. Oh! Okay.
Don't do alcohol, kids.
Yeah. I mean, still, yeah. At the very least, it's thirst quenching, and Toxin is not as fatigued as before. Maybe, just a little. It's still sugar. It's still vitamins.
Vitamins.
Vitamins. Okay. Is there anything else that Judy or Toxin you would like to do in the bar before we bring the camera back? Camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, hmm?
Go ahead, Moon.
Toxin, I won't have such a problem with you drinking if you will, will be able to hold yourself. Like, you have that depth to prepay.
Oh, whatever.
Remember?
I can't change the subject. I look over to the bartender and I'm like, "What you got for work around here anyway?"
Well, we don't really have any shortage in labor in this area. However, if you are a learned scholar, you might apply to be one of the seekers. That is a research assistant within the Candlekeep Library itself.
Okay.
However, there is a noticeable, what's the word? A glint of skepticism in his eyes. He kind of squints a little as he says these to you, and he's got a little. His mouth curls into his one side of his mouth curls up into a smirk. It's hard to see under his beard, but it's enough that you can sense it. He's giving you an answer, but he's trying very hard not to give you his opinion. He's not doing very well though. Yeah.
I don't notice.
Wow. Deep down, the bartender appreciates you being a good sport and or oblivious, and not crushing his head in for his slight, for his desire to give a slight. Okay. Judy, do you want to add anything to this?
I just give a raised eyebrow and I suppose dismiss this conversation.
Okay. Then it sounds like bar time is done time.
Yeah.
Okay, Sybil, I do want to thank you for your immense patience. And did you want to take a crack at silly hot spring, silly sauna scene, or nah?
Sure, what's the worst that could possibly happen?
Okay.
Also, for complete shits and giggles,
Yeah.
I'm going to say that Sybil is going to go into the bath with her clothes on.
Wow. And so here we see a little. Please remind me, what kind? Sybil was a gnome, right?
No, very human.
Very human thing. Thank you. but she's still about, was it 1 meter tall? 1.5 meters? is
A
that-
meter 40.
Okay, meter 40. Thank you. And here she is sitting in the bath with her big eyes. Oh no, she's an echo arc.
No!
Sorry, let me fix that. And she's just chilling. She's sitting in the hot. She's just sitting in that hot water, getting a nice soak. Unfortunately for her clothes are also getting soaked. I hope she wasn't carry. I hope you weren't carrying any dried herbs or delicate supplies on you.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, good. And one of the bath goers, an old woman, looks over with her stereotypical puffy hair. What is it? Oh yes, because of the anime grandma trope. And she says, "Dear, why are you standing in the bath? I get you need to wash your clothes, but there are better ways to get a good rinse. You know."
The next question: does my character understand her?
No, she's very much speaking common, silly Billy that she is. So sorry, it just sounds like hey man no.
Weird out expression.
Yeah. And she looks up and down. She gets googly eyes just enough so she can look up and down at Sybil. And she starts speaking in... I'm trying to think. What's a good one? Let's throw in...
Elven?
Yeah, that's the classic.
Celestial.
The next.
Thank God. She's the god of the hot springs.
She's a god of that.
Oh no. Okay, so she starts speaking Sylvan. And
Alright.
I'm sorry, let me see. Let me take a look at Sybil's character sheet. Does Sybil understand any of these languages? Silvery barbs?
And all of them.
What's that?
I mean, she understands Celestial, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Wow, how convenient. And so she starts saying the same thing again and again in Elvish and then Sylvan. And it's up. Sybil, will you respond or just pretend that you don't understand her?
No, we're not doing that.
Okay.
I am doing that because it saves me some time.
Oh, I see. You're pretty clever then. You're very, very intuitive. But I gotta warn you, as a what's the word? What's that old saying? Not midwife's lesson. Old wives' tale. Let me tell you an old wives' tale about the story about a folk who tried to take a bath in his armor because he thought he could wash his armor, wash all the goblin stuff off it, and get it clean at the same time. But anyway, I won't bother you with the details. But the short of it is, the armor turned into a goose.
Are you sure the water didn't have any tabs or magic effects in it?
And what's the word? The old lady, she gets uncomfortably close. She just kind of saunters over through the water until she is within 1 square. 5 feet of Sybil, and she says, "No." She was not. She
I
was,
would like to. Can I use my passive insight for this?
yes. What's your,
It's 17.
17. She is really not sure if that water was... No, she is very certain the water was not magical, and she is... What's the word? Also, you can tell she's having... But she's not... What's the word? Sorry.
Convinced?
Yes, thank you. She's very convinced the water was not magical, and she is very convinced that this really happened, which is kind of concerning because I would hope that this is just a fable, but she is really, really acting sure of herself. I don't know if she's delusional. I don't know if she's just really acting. But then, at the moment you see a little snicker at the side, you see a little crook at the side of her mouth, and she starts laughing. Oh, I just love that tale, and I always love telling it a little differently each time. Oh, anyway, dear, no, nothing. That's just an old wives' tale. But really, just taking a bath in your armor in any clothing isn't really smart. You'll never really get it clean. It's just going to soak up all the gunk and dirt from your skin, and it'll never dry properly. It'll always be kind of stinky and uncomfortable afterward, and you don't even get clean in the process.
That's why movie's stinky.
Stinky! And all of a sudden, 500 old women just show up, and they all start 500 old. That sounds like a hag scenario. Anyway,
Yep.
okay, so not actually 500. The illusion of 500 old women show up, and they all start chanting "Stinky, stinky, stinky, stinky" in different languages. And you notice this old woman, her afro is glowing blue, as this happens.
This is not consensual at all.
No.
Oh no! It's a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, Benny.
Oh no.
Oh, she was just an illusion caster all along.
Oh.
And
Her
she...
wig is the freaking is her spell casting focus.
Apparently, yeah.
Plot twist: she's actually bald underneath, and she's very and she's very self-conscious. Okay, she's not bald. She has little stubble.
Yeah.
My eyes.
Tiefling.
What's that?
A joke thing that she was tiefling.
Okay. And on the other side of on the men's side, you can hear the echo of someone saying "My eyes," even though they're not even within sight at all.
Do I need to ask how this works?
What do you mean? It's just sound.
No, I mean I never saw anyone who has like hair to as their spellcasting stuff.
Oh, well, you see, I have this special gene. You see, I got this cool wig, which is also a shower cap to keep my hair dry when I take a bath. And I can't leave without it. I'm very fond of it. You know, everyone has like bath toys or shampoos or beads. Not bath. What is bath bombs? That's it. Sorry. They got the things. They take the things to the bath. It helps them get clean. It helps them relax. Well, I have my very nice shower cap, which happens to flow up and look like this. You might say it's my... He just goes, eh.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you. You know, you're all right, lady. Young Missy.
Hey? What?
Yeah, you're all right, young Missy.
Thanks?
Man. Anyway, she goes back to doing her bath things, and her wig, shower cap, unclear, up to fan interpretation. It stops glowing blue. It powers down.
Okay, now Sybil is going to actually take off her clothes, but that's not anymore.
Wow. Do I have bath music? No. Maybe? No. That's okay. Anyway. Yeah, take that bath. And so, Sybil took a nice bath, and there was nothing else to... I can't think of anything else to say about this, can you?
No, that's why I was already like, I mean, I don't think we need to particularly cover this, but
No,
hey.
we need the bathing. We need the details of hygiene. Gross.
Oh.
Nah, I'm being silly on purpose. Okay.
Okay. Tick, 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 tick.
And then, coming through the... excuse me. There's a sound that can be heard echoing through the court of air, and it can be heard by Lily and Toxlin and Judy. Wait, Lily. No, sorry.
Wait, Lily?
Lily. Oh no, Lily's here.
No.
500 lilies. No.
No.
And so, Sybil and Judy and Toxlin can all hear a voice saying, "Help! Help! I need help!" Coming, echoing through the air.
Can we roughly tell where the voice is coming from?
It's coming from the middle of it's coming from by the courtyard.
Oh.
And there is...
Pop my head out.
Yeah. And... excuse me. Toxlin sees... yeah, Toxlin sees someone cough and running in a circle, going, "Help! Help!" Whoa, excuse me.
Bloody hell, what's going on?
"Help! I need help! I need adventures! I need brave soldiers and fighters and wizards and bards and help!"
Maybe you should calm down a little bit first.
And the figure turns around and reveals itself to be, what's the word? A very strange looking. Well, it looks like a training dummy made of wood, except instead it appears to be made of ivory. It's shining white in the sun, and it has a very blank face, except for the vague visage of a smile, just painted on there. Not even carved, just painted on this foppy hairdo, and its joints appear to be made of sapphires or some sort of blue stone. And it calms down and says, "Oh, thank you for telling me to calm down. Things are much better now, but I still require assistance."
What is that you need?
Well, you see, my master has been kidnapped of sorts, and I've come to this area seeking help of knowledge of powerful wizards and would-be heroes and adventurers.
Kidnapped, you say?
Kidnapped, I say. Now, I could normally take care of this myself, but I find that for once I'm in over my head. And this might be a silly place to look for help, but I know that the greatest minds and problem solvers arrange and gather in Candlekeep.
Toxin walks over. How tall is this guy?
This guy is about 6 feet or 180 centimeters, I believe. 190 maybe? I'm sorry, I know it's about 30 centimeters for a foot. A little over though.
Yeah, so it's like
1.8 meters. Yeah,
Ah, thank you.
Toxin looks down at him and says, who took your master? What's going on?"
I have reason to believe it is a cabal of bad guys. Do-do-do-do, sorry. Anyway, I have reason to believe that a cabal of nefarious wizards have captured my master to create some sort of death machines for them, or other apparatuses of domination. Not very bueno, muchacho.
Did your master know these guys previously or had any contact with them?
I'm sure he has done business, as my master happens to be an artificer who creates constructs like me. You might say he has business both with service automatons and with war machines, if the buyer pays well enough.
Sorry.
I have a stupid thing I want to do.
Yeah, do your stupid thing.
I would like to have people walk around the dummy.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
With doing some very close inspections.
And please roll me 3 investigation checks.
Okay, this is going to be horrible.
Yes.
The first one is a -1.
-1. Oh, dude.
The second one is another -1.
These
The
are.
third one is a 10.
Is it 10?
Yes,
Good enough.
-1.
Okay.
Wow.
You can ask.
Jesus.
You
So
can
got
ask.
three nat one.
I rolled 2 natural ones in a row.
Impressive.
Wow. I didn't know your name is Ari.
What if they're it's between different timelines?
No.
Okay.
Oh yes. Sibyl is the eye from this timeline.
No.
No.
Okay. Sybil, you can ask one question and I will give you a rough answer. Truthful but rough. You're like,
Is it outside of the question if Sybil can understand you?
that is a good question. You know what? For this sake, let us say it is speaking with, not telepathy, but one of those, the universal tongue spell. I forget what it's called exactly, but I know there's a spell.
Yeah, just tongues.
Oh, it is tongues? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought tongues were different. Okay, great. It appears it is using a tongue spell, and it's noticeable that the sapphire gem in its neck is glowing as it speaks.
Oh. Can Sybil roughly decipher on how this thing operates in terms of
No, unfortunately, it is not quite clear where its energy source is coming from.
Ouch. Dang, that's a question wasted.
Well, maybe you'll get an answer later. Also, this is the DMPC. No, I mean, it is. It's the,
Bartolo 2.0.
yeah. He's back,
Hey,
boys. What's that?
can we count the 2 minus 1%?
Yes. You can most certainly ask a question, and I'll just give you a or something. I'll give you an answer of what it is. I'll give you an answer that is not the right answer.
Just a complete opposite.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
How
the
do we
robot is
not
made of
kill
paper.
What's that?
How do we not kill you?
I'm nigh indestructible. I've killed a deity before.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
That's actually the truth. I saw your rolls. I actually did kill a dude once. It was pretty messed up. No one knows what
Okay.
saw your rolls means.
Okay. Yes.
Anything else you wish to ask before we determine the next course of action?
No.
Okay.
So you said your master did some business with the individuals who kidnapped him.
Yes. They've done business before. Unfortunately, they were not happy with the terms of contract and such. They decided to create a new transaction.
Wow.
So that would be the reason why for the kidnapping. I see. Hmm.
What
do you guys think?
What'd you say, Sybil?
Do I get to know what these two are talking about?
That is a good question.
Yes.
Is anyone translating for this for Sybil?
I suppose I could, because I know Elvish.
Okay.
Yeah, I am just gonna say, explain.
Oh. Wait, are you like an investigator or something?
But attorneys have to do their investigations, so I just asked for, curiosity.
Oh, you're a book person. Okay.
I have the most faith in this one who is a book person. Book person, what is your name, please? You can get the fake name if you want.
My name is Judy Hart.
It is nice to meet you, Judy Hart. You can call me Figveru.
Can you type that in chat?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Please?
Yeah, let me see here. Oh no, mad dummy. And this is one where Jalen might get mad at me, but you can call me Fig for short.
Oh.
No, right?
Would it be offended if I call you a blue robot dude?
Call him what?
Blue robot dude.
I would feel as though that is slight prejudice. You would not want me to call you human girl, would you? You can. You can call me robot dude if you like, but then I will call you human girl or human woman.
Okay.
You get two choices. And it holds up his hand.
I take the option where we call each other by our races.
But yeah, I'm gonna write that down.
Okay.
Fig and Sybil agreed to address each other by their races. Mutual impersonality. I don't think
I'm
that's...
sure this will not cause any issues later.
What's that?
I'm sure this will not cause any issues later.
No. Fortunately, despite the dummy's very monotone delivery, it does not seem malicious or offended at all. Just very blunt and logical.
I mean, makes sense.
Yeah. And Toxlin, do you want to ask anything to the funny robot? I mean...
No.
Okay.
I'm just like, where do you need help? Like, that's all we need.
Well, I had heard that there was a wizard who specializes in dealing with this sort of problem, buried in Candlekeep, investigating. I was hoping to track this one down, but it's been very difficult. The one named, and this is the part where I flipped through the book. The one known... Yes. Oh no. The one name, I have heard of two people here who might be useful. There is one named Fistandia. That is a horrible name. I can say that objectively. And there is also the one named Marty. Oh, sorry, my data bank was a little corrupted there. The proper name is Matreus. However, I'm going to forget how to say that because it clearly caused an issue with my memory before. So I'm still going to call him Marty.
Mario, okay.
Excuse me.
Mario.
The robot burps somehow and spells exhaust. No. It does not. That's me being sick. Okay. Anyway, I have provided information of how I have provided my toll of how to get in, and I am aware that somewhere in the Hall of Rest there is a room which Fistandia and later Marty tended to use for their what's it's here. As Fistandia is, and I'm just reading the lore like I'm just being very lazy right now, has provided great value and boons to this college, being a long-time patron. Anyway, would you be willing to help me convince them to join in this cause to find my master?
Sure.
Great.
Which way?
Okay, and Robert walks off toward the Hall of Rest, House of Rest, whatever,
Okay.
and kind of just stomps past the reception, stomps up to this third floor, and finds a room that says 317. And does anyone want to straggle and explore a little bit, or just roll just do passive investigation, see if there's anything curious on inside here?
Good.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Hey.
That's 20 on my side.
Wow.
I rolled a 0.
Wow. That balances out. Toxlin, do you want to roll for investigation or use your passive investigation?
I think Togson's more so focused on the fight itself and just following the robot.
That makes sense. Okay, so only Judy notices that notices the spiral staircase seems to extend for 7 floors, even though the building itself looks like it's only 2 stories tall from the outside.
Oh.
That's some magic happening. It's also noticeable that there are small little alcoves and a tea shop inside this Hall of Rest. There is also, and this is the thing that what's the word? I'm blanking. Sybil might appreciate. There is a big ogre wearing a nice golden tiara, reading what appears to be a children's picture book, sitting in the foyer.
Also, Beck, I have a very stupid thing I'm going to do with the 0.
Yes, do it.
I'm going to very loudly announce to the party that I found a plate of wood that has some moss on it.
Wow!
Also, now I have to be a bit food.
Okay.
As I expected.
Yeah.
So I'll be back in like 20 minutes.
Okay.
But
I'm going to pause. Do either of you want to discuss do anything on the side in the meantime, or I'll just pause the recording until Jan gets back?
I suppose in the meantime I also gonna go to buy some groceries if we take this pause.
Good idea.
So please excuse me.
Yeah. Something about it. Did you mean buy groceries in the game or in real life?
No, real life.
Okay. Gotcha. In that case, I'm absolutely going to stop the recording and we'll just take a break.